Welcome to HFY Alien Files at exactly 2:17 a.m. The quiet desert town of Silver Ridge, Nevada, was suddenly awakened by a strange light hovering silently in the sky. At first, most people thought it was a helicopter or maybe a military drone. Strange lights sometimes appeared near the desert testing ranges, so no one was too alarmed. But this light didn't behave like anything they had ever seen before. It floated perfectly still in the air, without a sound. Then suddenly, the object shot across the sky in a straight line, faster than any aircraft anyone in town had ever witnessed. It stopped instantly above the hills outside the town, glowing with a soft blue light that seemed to pulse slowly, like a heartbeat. Several residents stepped outside their homes to watch. One of them was a truck driver named Daniel Carter. Daniel had just returned home from a long night shift when he noticed the strange glow through his window. Curious, he grabbed his phone and walked outside. The air felt unusually quiet. No wind, no animals, not even the usual sound of distant traffic. Daniel pointed his phone toward the sky and started recording. In the video, a disc-shaped craft can clearly be seen hovering above the hills. It didn't have wings or visible engines. The surface looked smooth and metallic, reflecting the faint light of the stars. For several seconds, the object remained completely still. Then something strange happened. The blue light around the craft began to grow brighter. Slowly, the object started descending toward the ground behind the hills just outside of town. Daniel kept filming, his hands slightly shaking. As the craft lowered closer to the ground, the light suddenly flashed, so bright that the entire desert horizon lit up like daytime. Then everything went dark. The object was gone. No sound, no explosion, nothing. The next morning, rumors spread quickly around Silver Ridge. Several residents reported seeing the same strange light. Some even claimed they felt a low vibration in the ground during the night. Daniel uploaded his video online later that day. Within hours, thousands of people had watched it. Many believed it was one of the clearest UFO sightings ever recorded. But that wasn't the strangest part. Later that afternoon, Daniel and a few other curious residents drove out to the hills where the object had disappeared. When they arrived, they noticed something unusual in the sand. A large circular pattern had been burned into the desert floor. The marks formed a perfect ring, nearly 30 feet wide. The sand inside the circle looked darker, almost like it had been exposed to extreme heat. Even stranger, the ground inside the circle was completely smooth, as if something heavy had pressed down and then lifted off again. No one could explain it. Local authorities arrived later that evening. They examined the site, took photographs, and collected soil samples. But within a few days, officials released a short statement saying there was no evidence of any unusual activity. No aircraft had been reported in the area that night. No military exercises, no satellites, nothing. Still, the people of Silver Ridge weren't convinced, because several witnesses remembered something else. Something that didn't appear in Daniel's video. Some of them claimed that just before the light vanished, they saw small shadows moving beneath the craft, shapes that looked almost human, but slightly taller and much thinner. For weeks, strange rumors continued to spread around the town. A few residents reported unusual power outages late at night. Others claimed their pets would suddenly start staring toward the hills, growling softly at something no one else could see. And Daniel himself experienced something even stranger. 3 nights after the sighting, he woke up suddenly at exactly 2:17 a.m. His room was completely silent, but through his bedroom window, he could see the same faint blue glow shining above the distant hills, hovering, waiting, and this time, it looked like it was slowly moving toward the town. Was it really aliens, or something we still cannot explain?